The next book is Reckless! Yay! By Cornelia Funke. And this was published in September in 2010. And it has about 400 pages and costs in hardcover like $11, in paperback about $9, and the audiobook about $30, which is a lot, but never mind. So, the short description, I'm going to read that again. For years, Jacob Reckless has been secretly disappearing to another world, a world behind a mirror, a world for which his father abandoned his family. The mirror world is Jacob's escape from reality. It's a place for treasure hunts and magnificent quests, a world where witches haunt the forests and giants and dwarfs roam. A world locked in a deadly war. Jacob's secret seems safe, until one day his younger brother Will follows him, with disastrous consequences. Faced with a curse that is quickly turning Will into stone, the reckless brothers are thrust into a race against time to find a cure, before Will is lost forever. Okay, first, that book is illustrated like so well. There's a drawing in the beginning of each chapter, something like this. I don't know if you can really actually see that. I'm going to show you the second one. And that makes the book even more into a fairy tale. Besides, the pictures are showing exactly enough for you to be able to imagine the rest. And I also really like the cover somehow. So, I am still trying to decide if this is an all-age novel or if this is a no-age novel. The problem is that there's a lot of violence and blood in the book. And the characters are a lot older than expected. They are like 18 or 19, so you can't really call it a book for children. On the other hand, the book is not really for adults either, because you've got the same writing that has already been in ink art. So, plus the whole merchandising stuff, which made me think it would be a book for children. That's partly why I waited so long before I started reading. Second reason is that I was afraid. I know that sounds totally dumb, but it's the truth. Do you know the feeling when you've admired someone and then this person does something that really disappoints you? I was just afraid that this would happen with Cornelia Funke. I'm still not really sure if it did happen. I guess that'll show in the future, because the book wasn't really bad, but it wasn't really great either. It was an entertaining fantasy novel that had really, really, really great scenes in it, but was also very easy to predict. Of course, the writing was amazing, as always. Flowing and emotional. I guess the most important sentence in the book that also showed the opinion of many people was following: "Who wanted peace if you could be victorious?" That sentence also mirrored the atmosphere in the book. Dark and like a big mix of eagerness for power, hatred, and wrath and betrayal. The only thing that didn't fit in this atmosphere was Jacob. Jacob was someone you took to your heart. Same goes for Fox. The life they are all fighting for, so Will's life, was totally equal to me. It's just same way with his girlfriend, Clara. They are just both so easy to see through, average, boring, and somehow indifferent. And that was getting on my nerves because Jacob was risking his life for Will, but I would have preferred Will dying and Jacob living. On the other hand, it was nice to see Jacob risking everything for saving his brother, even if he destroyed something in the way, including himself. The whole time I've thought, this isn't a trilogy, is it? Because it really seems like the first book in a series and has a kinda open ending, but on the same time, the story is finished. I don't know if I only suspect the worst in people, but to me, this seemed like, I'm just gonna write this one book, but if it sells well, there'll be more. But it could just be my over-interpretation too, so never mind. Yeah, so all in all, it's a great fantasy book with Cornelia Funke's amazing style. That's like a modern fairy tale somehow, but it also had flaws that books like Inkheart didn't have. They just didn't. Okay, that was everything about Reckless. I guess I have to see for the sequel, if there will be a sequel, if I'm gonna be happy with that one or not.